Greetings. Today, the moon continues in Virgo, where we are perfecting, improving, and focusing on the details of where we need to get something in order to help support us as we go through our daily lives and also make things run more smoothly. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, July 1st. And we've got the moon continuing in Virgo, finishing up its time in Virgo and shifting into Libra, where we shift into from practical earth sign Virgo into air sign ideas, thinking, communication, conversations, relationships, sign of Libra, air sign. So with as the moon makes that shift from Virgo into Libra, guess what? It moves through 29 degrees Libra and 29 degrees Virgo and then into 0 degrees Libra. So 2:15 p.m. Pacific time is when the moon goes into Libra. So for a couple hours before and after that time, we have the moon moving through a trine with Uranus, a opposition to Saturn and Neptune at 1 and 2 degrees Aries, so the Aries Libra axis, and then eventually a trine to Pluto at 3 degrees Aquarius. So just for perspective, the moon it'll take about 12, let's see, no, about 6 hours for it to move through those 3 degrees of the zodiac, 3 or 4 degrees. So for most of the day on Tuesday, we've got this trine and these sextiles of the outer planets being activated by the moon, completing its time in mutable Virgo as it goes into cardinal Libra. So all signs have both an element, earth, air, fire, water, and they also have what's called a modality, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So the sign of Libra is the cardinal air sign, meaning cardinal, meaning it is initiating, starting, giving structure to, setting the tone or the direction of something. So having that Libra beginning, but also the energy of Libra being air, we have that focus on relationships, how we get along. Libra is the sign of the peacemaker. So lots going on here, but really thinking about how the moon, as it moves through mutable, which is changeable, Virgo into cardinal Libra and is activating these outer planet sextiles that I talked about in depth in my video on Sunday, June 29th. So some bigger perspective on what's moving and evolving and changing in those outer planets in our bigger picture of reality of what we are moving through. And then we've got the daily vibe that is like, yeah, really kind of activating those energies, those qualities, which what does that look like in real terms? It could look like creative ideas, kind of some doorways opening to a spark of possibility, of insight, of inspiration, of seeing some possibilities for the way forward. So one of the things I talked about in my video on Sunday was about how we need to plant a lot of seeds as we head toward the future so that some of them will eventually give us flowers and fruit, right? So what is going to end up being the thing that sticks or the thing that matures, the thing that eventually gives back to us is not, we don't know yet. But as we plant the seeds, we are putting our intentions into those seeds. And our intentions say, this is what I want to invest in. this is what I want to put my energy, my resources, my time, my ideas, my creative energy, my relationship, like the relationship capital that we have, I guess, is what's coming to mind. But right, but it's like the value that we have of our cooperations, our collaborations, our partnerships, our togetherness, how we can support one another. So, thinking about relationship and how that can support us in planting these seeds, in establishing the future, right? Investing in something that we want to see give us a return in the future energetically. So, again, coming back to big picture, your hopes, your dreams, your visions for the future, what matters to you, what's important to you, and then how are you investing in this moment in your daily life to participate in what is important to you, to do things in a way that makes you feel good, right? That makes you feel like, hey, I'm creating, I'm offering something that I have to offer or contribute. So that's kind of all big picture, but bringing it back to today and the vibe for today and the mood of the day being completion in Virgo and then beginning that Libra energy is we want to think about what are we completing? What needs our attention with that moon in Virgo? What's bothering or irritating us that we need to fix or improve upon or perfect or get right? So that we can then move into that Libra energy of, okay, now I'm going to prioritize relationship, partnership, collaboration, time with a friend, having a good conversation, something that will help move that spark forward. And so, thinking about this transition with the moon in a grand trine to Pluto, Uranus, and of course the moon, and then in there, throwing in between one of those trines is a sextile of Neptune and Saturn. So, really activating all of those outer planets and that visionary outer planet waxing, sextile waxing trine alignment that I talked about in Sunday's video. So, watch that one for more. I will have the link in the description for this video in case you missed it or in case you want to go back and watch it again. Lots in there. So, thinking about today and getting things in order, getting things in shape, and improving or repairing or fixing things so that you feel supported in your daily life, in your habits, your routines. Maybe it's cleaning your living room. Maybe it's fixing that loose doorknob. Maybe it's getting some car repair taken care of, right? Something that's irritating you and getting it so that it just feels easier, smoother, cleaner, clearer. And then that it can invite in the space for the Libra energies, 2:15 p.m. Pacific, moon goes into Libra, of uh, comparing your thoughts with another, right? Bringing together your ideas with someone else in the process of conversation, cooperation, collaboration, partnership, relationship, and investing in having those healthy relationships because they help to spark something for you. They give you that outside perspective, that feedback, that reflection, that other set of eyes, right? That other viewpoint. So you get the benefit of bringing your energy, creative ideas, etc., together with a balancing effect of someone else as the moon shifts into Libra, and all of that activating these outer planets to help spark ideas, inspirations, and insights about what is your next step, bringing some clarity, hopefully, to any decisions you need to make, and figuring out, right? Just figuring out, as we all are day to day, how can I make a positive difference? How can I use what I have to contribute to healing for myself and for the greater good? All right. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com. And my member site is in the description for this video, as well as the links to those other videos I mentioned. Thanks for being here and subscribing. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.